Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2025. That is right, we are at the start of a new year, and that means people are setting New Year resolutions. So it got me thinking about this video, which I want to express my 5 things that I'm going to focus on throughout this year to ensure that it is my most successful yet. So number 1 for me running a video agency is delegating and hiring talented people so my business can scale. So this is a big one that I really want to focus on in 2025. I'm at the point now where I need to, start hiring. I need to start delegating other tasks in order to scale. So this is going to be a big focus for me and the business in 2025. What does that look like and how can I achieve that? It just basically means that I need to reach out to like-minded, talented people and see if they're willing to be a part of the journey that my business is going to take over the next 12 months, 24 months, 3 years, however long that may be, and see if they want to hop on board as a contractor. So that means they're not attached to anything. They can get a consistent amount of work, that I can provide them with, and they can get some easy cash in and access to some amazing opportunities. Or that may look like where I, either partner with other people potentially, or even employ other people. That's just something that I haven't really figured out yet, but it's something that I'm actively exploring 24/7. And now I'm going to actually ramp up that process and start delegating and start hiring, and hopefully, start working with some amazing people. So, and I hope to document it all on here and show you guys what that actually looks like. And then, once I've experienced it, I can provide further knowledge on how to look to, grow your video agency business or business in general further. So delegating and hiring talented, amazing people to join our journey is number 1 on the list for this year. So yeah. Okay, number 2 on the list is travel to different countries with people that I've never met before. Now, this is pretty crazy to think, but it's actually something that's really up there on my list and what I want to do this year. So I can't wait to do it. There'll be more on that hopefully later in the year, and I'm hoping to bring you guys along and document what that looks like and the lessons I learn and the people I meet. But if you break that concept down, I think it's a great way to not only get outside of your comfort zone, but open your mind to new, ways of thinking and living, because you're being around, people you've never met before. They may be like-minded, and you're in a different part of the world, which you've never seen before. As we all know, traveling opens your eyes up, so I feel like if you go one step further on that concept, you do it with people you've literally just met, and I feel like it makes a life-changing experience. So that's number 2 on the list. Okay, number 3 on the list is to grow my personal brand and document as much as I can. I look at the last few years and I really would pay thousands and thousands of dollars to just record the early days of me starting this business or starting this journey. I'm not where I want to be just yet, but I'm getting there every day. And the whole point of this is to document that. So in a year's time from now, 2 years time from now, I can look back and go, well, here were the building blocks. Is where the foundation was built, and it's all documented. So I really do believe that as well, having a personal brand is literally one of the most leverageable things in the modern kind of era. 2025, I feel like if you don't have a personal brand, what are you doing? So I really want to dial in and release relatable and value-driven content that not only, you can learn something from, but you also get inspired from. So that's my goal for this year, and that's third on my list. Okay, number 4 on the list is basically self-investment, or pay other people for their knowledge to fast forward my learning. So last year I spent tens of thousands of dollars on, camera gear, camera equipment, editing software, plugins, all of that kind of stuff. This year I really want to use the capital and the money that I'm making and reinvest that into people that are 3 steps ahead of me, that can fast track me, because basically they have the life experience that I don't have. I pay them a couple $1,000s to learn all the mistakes they made so I don't have to make those mistakes. And then I basically get fast tracked because, if you can pay for a really good mentor, or you can meet people organically that will teach you things that can just take you from A to B, with, no kind of bottlenecks in between, because you're simply learning from the mistakes they made. For me, man, that's kind of valuable. And I'm not talking about like online courses as well. Like I'm more talking like a broader scheme of things. So a big goal of mine this year is to get in, the absolute shape of my life. So what does that mean for me? I want to hire a trainer for the gym, and I also want to hire a running coach so I can really hone in my running and what I'm doing in the gym, and just become a better person overall. So that's how broad I'm talking about investing into other people and stuff. But I think there will be a lot of opportunities along the way this year where I do meet people, where, I might say, hey, how much for, to sit down and pick your brain for a couple hours or once a week, that kind of thing. And I think, it's definitely a great way of operating, especially if you have a bit of money behind you. It can literally take you from, down here to up here very, very quickly. So that's a big goal for myself in 2025 as well. So number 5, and our last point on the list on how I'm going to make 2025 my most successful yet, is mindset. There's 2 branches or 2 pillars from this kind of mindset that I want to really focus on this year. And that first pillar being abundant thinking, or thinking with more abundance, and attracting whatever you want into your life. And I feel like we kind of narrow ourselves sometimes. And, I had a chat, and I was actually with a guest on the podcast late last year, and she said, you need to think more abundantly. You need to stop kind of, aiming for average. You need to go for a bit more, and that kind of was just a simple mindset tweak that kind of tweaked into my brain. But it was really important for me because, I do kind of think just above average. Like, why think just above average when you can think to the moon? And if you really, really put in effort and really, really believe in that vision, you can achieve it. That's 100%, no matter what it is. So that's the first pillar. And the second pillar is to just stop caring about what other people think. I feel like I've kind of gotten over that anyway. But I feel like this year, like I wrote that down because this year I really want to post a lot more on socials and stuff like that. And that's obviously, there's going to be people that see shit. And there might be a few weird comments, or there might just be like people just going like, what the hell is he doing? So I'm pretty good at that, but I wrote that down there for more of a reminder. And I think that's just always good to remind you, what you're trying to achieve. And at the end of the day, if people don't align with that, or if something doesn't align with, your end goal, well, you need to remove that from your life. So yeah, that's basically it.
Not fucking.
This is
not.
Right.
So we'll go for this room. It's really just this room.
It really is.
It is just this room. Ready?
It's all for this room.
It's just this room.
Spin the wheel, baby.
The Burns unit.
Or
yeah, he's got it anyway.
That's deserved. That's deserved, bro. You honestly, you drove.
I love the wheel.
You drove the whole time. Congrats, bro. Congrats.
Thank you.
There you go.
I don't give a fuck, guys. I'm just...
So that's basically my 5 focuses or 5 big goals for this year. Obviously, I've written down a lot more than that, and a lot more specific ones. I just want to make a real broad kind of basis on, general things that I want to focus on. And I feel like you guys as a viewer could challenge yourself and, add them to your list as well. While we're on the topic of adding to your list, I'd love to hear some of your goals or some of your ideas that you want to focus on and embrace in 2025. So feel free to message me on Instagram by following the link below. I'd love to see that, or post them below in the comments below. Let's all get around each other. This year is for the taking for all of us. All you have to do is wake up every day and just go after the things you're trying to do, and do that 365 times. And I guarantee you this time next year, you'll be in a better place in pretty much every aspect of your life. But yeah, I just want to say as well, massive thank you if you're watching the videos consistently. I think 90% of the viewers, I had a look at my analytics, 90% of the viewers are actually not subscribed. So if you like what you're seeing, if you relate to what I'm saying, please subscribe. It'd mean the world to me. We're trying to get, I think a realistic goal for me this year, I'd love to get over 10,000 subscribers this year on YouTube. So if you can help by hitting that subscribe button, it means the absolute world to me. And yeah, we're just going to keep ramping up these videos. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.